On 9th of February 2009, Bengaluru saw the birth of an idea to globalize news in India's IT capital, an idea to bring news from around the world and serve it with the local flavor of the city, an idea to prove that you don't have to be based out of Delhi to be a successful news channel. It's been 6 years now since that idea called NEWS9 has been ruling the hearts and minds of Bengalurians.
The year 2014 started on an award-winning note for NEWS9. We won the prestigious NBAR's Promo of the Year award after defeating all the national news channels.
Best channel of program promo English goes to NEWS9.
Award todave vote panna, noor todave vote panna madri.
NEWS9 for Vote Mari Boss, Best Channel or Program Promo English. Congratulations, NEWS9 team.
I thought Vote Mari Boss was very topical, short, pithy, and very impactful.
After that, NEWS9's Harish Upadhyay won NT's Young Journalist of the Year award.
This is an award for young TV journalists, and the award goes to Harish Upadhyay, ABC and NEWS9.
Well, NEWS9 was awarded NBAR's Best Channel of the Year as a special jury mention for 2014.
Overall Excellence News Channel of the Year English NEWS9.
But more than these awards, it was the news, the views and the impact our reports had on the city that mattered.
It's not just the roads that are bad. In this particular place, the pavements also are completely in a pathetic state, you could say.
This is probably one of the worst roads ever that we at NEWS9 are showing you.
The council of this area. Who is the MLA? Look at this road.
When your channel went ahead to talk to the corporator, he promised action once the monsoon was over. And it now, thankfully, looks like his words have turned into action.
Now people are happy.
NEWS9 journos arrested for trying to expose the corrupt.
Shreyas and Shweta were on a mission to expose the corrupt, high and mighty in Karnataka. They were conducting a series of sting operations to expose them, fully aware that the consequences could even be fatal. They were threatened many times but did not budge.
On one such mission to expose the powerful energy minister of Karnataka, D.K. Shivakumar, Shreyas and Shweta were caught while conducting the sting operation. The female journalist Shweta was badly molested and Shreyas was manhandled.
He basically asked for me to be unbuckled in front of all these men.
If this is how it happens to journalists, then what is the situation of the common man?
Shockingly, they were booked under Prevention of Corruption Act. When they were arrested, NEWS9 started a campaign to save journalism in Karnataka. We got overwhelming response from the whole country. People across Karnataka came out in large numbers to support Shreyas and Shweta.
Police become puppets.
And Sidhu sits silently.
As DK shows who is the Don.
No justice for journos even after 1 week.
Shout out loud to save journalism in Karnataka.
NEWS9 rises to wake up Bengaluru.
It takes quite a lot to wake up a city, but for NEWS9, it just takes a story to start a revolution in Bengaluru. NEWS9 was the first to report the shameful rape with a student at one of Bengaluru's most reputed schools. The uprising that followed shocked the whole country. Why is there so much to hide in the case?
Rape. Is it the only news you're having?
A larger number of the parents of this school that do not send your children here because we need assurance for safety.
Most of the parents here are highly educated. They have come together to stage a massive protest. They want the chairman here at any cost.
Rapes after rapes, schools after schools.
The monstrous act did not stop with one school. It was just beginning of a series of such reports. It seemed Bengaluru had gone to dogs.
A lot of drama unfolded outside the school where allegedly a minor was sexually abused by one of the teachers.
Hundreds have gathered at Freedom Park to protest against the gang rape of a 6-year-old girl.
Core team is still here trying to educate the people about this particular incident and how women should be protected.
But everyone is questioning only one thing. Why didn't the commissioner speak up about what will happen in the 6-year-old gang rape case?
Stinging schools.
We had all realized by this time that schools are not as safe as they were always thought to be. So News9 did a reality check and the result was a parent's worst nightmare.
Our correspondent walked into the school, right in front of the security guard, and he was not stopped. Our correspondent walked into the building and into an empty classroom. But nobody came and questioned him about why he was there.
Schools wake up after News9 sting.
We are planning to install many more cameras. We have something known as the escorts card. We have terminated the services of some staff.
We have just beefed up our security arrangements. More CCTVs are being arranged. The parents will be issued with the ID card.
But this was not enough. In order to ensure that our children are safe, not just in schools but elsewhere too, we knew it was important to teach them what is the good touch and what is the bad touch.
When your child is telling you that he or she does not like it, then you have to respect that boundary that the child has drawn.
Somebody kisses on your lips or something, what do you feel?
If you kiss on your lips, it's a bad touch.
Is there any particular word that you use specifically for?
No, we don't use that because for the adult we say very clearly what exactly it is.
Yeah.
For the child, good touch and bad touch itself enough.
We asked Bengaluru for a pledge to make our city safer for women.
Nishchita Virendra,
Vansi Kadapa,
Pratibha Chandran,
Verghese P. Abraham,
Nabila Jamaluddin,
Vijay Michael,
Akshita Nandagopal,
Vivek Vinayak,
Nolan Pinto,
Priya Jain,
Harish Upadhyaya,
do solemnly pledge
to fight for freedom,
for the women of our state,
to get them independence,
from rapists,
from molesters,
from e-teasers,
from all the lechy men out there,
so that our women,
our pride,
can walk on our streets,
can go to our schools,
can live in our homes.
free.
I pledge.
do you?
When the Eve is teased, does Bengaluru care?
This was a social experiment by News9 which went viral online. We wanted to see what happens when someone Eve teases a girl. Does anyone care? Does anyone step in and ask why? The social experiment shocked the city.
I just saw you guys taking my pic. Give me the phone. Let me see. I'm not giving my number. What's your problem? Do you text me? I'm telling you not to text me. Nobody said, hey, follow Markon Bartadare. Excuse me, sir. What is your problem now? Seriously, I'm telling you not to follow me. Then why do you need my number? Yeah, why will I call public?
Lok Sabha elections are a festival for every journalist in India. For the people south of India, Lok Sabha polls were different This time around, they were watching the coverage not from the north point of view, but from the south point of view.
The election heat is unbearable.
I am not feeling any heat or sultry.
This is the rally, the roadshow of Mr. H.D. Devegowda.
He is a former Infosys CFO and has now taken politics head-on.
A lot of things are not done because of corruption in this country.
As soon as the election is declared, our busy day started.
Nandan Nilekani is all set to take his rival head-on.
Few mining lots made crores of rupees, but real unsung heroes of the story are the mine lorry owners. Elections ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಯಾರು ಹೋಗಿ vote ಹಾಕೋರಿದ್ದೀರಾ?
Finally, 69 days later, it all boils down to this. So, ab ki baar kiski sarkar?
Numerous controversies associated with the UPA as well as numerous criticisms that Rahul Gandhi had to face.
Well, NDA reaching that magic figure and surpassing that magic figure.
On our own, we are going to form the government. Narendra Modi is going to become the Prime Minister of India.
In November last year, News9 was made to suffer once again for standing by the truth. A series of exposés against Karnataka's corrupt did not go down too well with some. Our channel was blacked out for more than 50 hours. But again, it was the common man of Karnataka who stood by us like a rock.
You might have heard about the news that the Karnataka state government has misused its power to black out News9 and TV9. Your reactions to that?
I think the Chief Minister needs to come out and take a stand on this.
And unfortunately, no government has actually brought in legislation which protects channels.
It has no right to suppress the freedom of speech and expression.
It is totally unacceptable to the media, and we should all fight back.
ATM equals anytime murder.
For several days after the deadly attack in one of Bengaluru's ATMs, people were scared to venture out alone. A year after that incident, News9 wanted to test waters in Bengaluru. We did a reality check in 10 ATMs in Bengaluru. We wanted to see how the citizens react if they see someone being attacked in an ATM.
I said withdraw all the money right now.
Look at this guard. He was supposed to help us, but just see how he observed and evaded taking action. These men were so feeble that even our correspondent could push them away with just one hand.
2014 ended on a scary note for the city. 28th December is a date difficult to forget. The time was 8:30 p.m. The place was Church Street. Anywhere between 8:30 to 8:45, we are told that this low-intensity explosion was heard.
There was an explosion heard. When we checked, we find that there was an improvised explosive device that was used by some culprits.
Bhavani is seriously injured.
ಏನು ಯಾವ ಥರ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ ಇನ್ನು ಯಾರು ಕ್ಲೈಮ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ಯಾರು ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ ಏನು ಅಂತ ಕ್ಲೈಮ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನಾನೀಗ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ.
The priority of the police officials would be to not spread panic in the entire city.
ಲೇಡೀಸ್ಗೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಜ್ಞಾನನೇ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಅವರಿಗೆ ಸಕ್ಕದಾಗಿ ಏಟ್ ಬಿದ್ದಿದೆ ತಲೆಗೆ. ಎಲ್ಲರನ್ನೂ ಸೇರಿಸಿ ಆಟೋಲ್ಲಿ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಂದು ಮಲ್ಲೆ ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟಲ್ಗೆ ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ವಿ.
In January 2015, the people of Shantinagar ran out of patience. They were fed up of the pathetic roads, crater-like potholes, contaminated water, drains and all the regular problems that plague us in Namma city of Bengaluru. News9 not just covered the protest, but we also had a new experiment on Indian television for the first time. The residents, the MLA, the BBMP, the BWSSB all came in one platform in News9 studios to solve the area's issues.
You should do our job. There's a delay. I do agree with them. You feel you can bulldoze over us and you think that we're going to be sitting behind, but now things have changed.
Shantinagar discusses solutions for some Shanti at News9 studio on 4th February at 7 p.m.
This is a report of what you have collected. How many points did you collect?
There is leakage happening all over the place.
Yes.
How are you?
We agree, sir. We agree. We are not denying it.
There is a pumping line, 1.5 crores, which is already estimated, submitted, everything is done.
Okay.
If you can start that work immediately, that problem will be solved permanently.
Post that, News9 announced season 2 of Road to Hell, and we have received an overwhelming response from Bengaluru in just a week.
What a roller coaster ride. We saw many ups and downs, but we stood strong. The only reason we sustained is the strength that you give.
Bengaluru proved it once again. When it comes to news, News9 is the real destination.
The TAM reports just go on to prove what you and we already know. News9's rating in 2014 were much more than the combined ratings of 3 other national news channels.
News9 is not like any other news channel you would have seen. It is more than news, more than views. It's about creating impact. It's about bringing a change for the better. And that's why, to catch the big news live, Bengaluru always tunes into News9. Today, as we complete 6 years, we want to thank all of you for taking us where we are today.